Can you believe April is already over and that we're actually living May right now? I don't want to believe that, no way, because that would mean that in less than 20 days I have my anatomy exam. And that's not something I'm looking forward to, guys. Not at all. But let's cheer up and think about books. I finished 2 books in April, and that's not much, but one of them is over 1,000 pages on Goodreads, but my edition is about 1,000 pages, and this is Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. I did a full review for this, and it's gonna be linked in the description box below, obviously, so you can check it out if you want to, and this was fantastic. The more I think about it, the less I remember the parts that I didn't like, and the more the parts that I loved are, you know, making themselves a place in my heart, a pretty stable place, I believe. Amazing characters, rich, interesting plot that is really craftfully interwoven with real historical events that the author witnessed in first person, so it's not just a nice plot with the best protagonist ever. It's also a quite educating read, in my opinion. If you're interested in French literature or, you know, French history, this is definitely your guy. The other novel I finished last month is The People of Paper by Salvador Plasencia. And look at how beautiful this cover is. And I like it even more because it's perfect for the story. It makes complete sense. This was a very original read because it's basically a story behind another story. It tells you about a whole bunch of sad, melancholy characters that suddenly realize they're being watched and spied by this omniscient presence called Saturn. And Saturn is basically deciding what happens to these characters. So that's the main story, behind which we have the story of Saturn, who actually turns out to be no other than Salvador Plasencia. So it's basically the story of the author of this book struggling to get a hold of the characters he's created because they're rebelling against him. Really cool. And you can see here, let me show you, how the characters rebel because they don't want their thoughts to be seen, so they're trying to hide behind these black marks. They're, you know, running in all directions on the pages without listening to the authors. The People of Paper was a quick, pleasant read. I really enjoyed it, but I only gave it 3 out of 5 stars on Goodreads because it really bothered me that the characters felt mostly like echoes of the author himself, of his heartbreak and sadness. So unlike other novels where I found depth and diversity when it comes to character, this one lacked in that field, and it's something that really bothers me with novels, so it cost it 2 stars. But hey, it's a super cool read, and I really appreciate what the author was trying to do. I also started another book in April, which I'm pretty excited about, but probably most of you will not be. And it is Heir to the Empire by Timothy Zahn. It is the first book in the Thrawn trilogy of the Star Wars Expanded Universe, and it is set 5 years after the Battle of Endor, so after the ending of Return of the Jedi, which is the 6th movie in the Star Wars saga. Say hi to my little bookmark friend, who will show you that I'm a bit over halfway through, because this book reads so quickly. It's crazy, guys. What I love most about this is that the pacing is exactly the same as in the movies, the original movies. We get to see a bit of the bad guys, then a lot of the good guys, and there's stuff happening all the time. This is action-packed. Let me know in the comments below what you're gonna be reading in May, because I have no idea yet. If I set a TBR list for the month of May, I'm probably gonna go off of it, so I'm just not gonna do that. I wish you all the best May possible. Thanks for watching. Have a nice weekend.